One take. This is NBA One Take. Featuring yours truly, Pretty Boy Lakers. This is NBA One Take for your head. NBA One Take for your brain. Coming to you live, Brooklyn, New York. This is NBA One Take. June 25th, 2022. With the NBA draft passing, I didn't watch really too much of the draft, just a couple of highlights. I may have not said this. I was not too much enthusiastic, too much in this draft. Not because my Lakers didn't have an initial draft pick, but we did pick up a good guy, Max Christie, which I do like. I was just, by looking at a lot of the college games and getting some reports, I felt this was not going to be really a good draft. I think it was going to be kind of fairly weak towards the others. There's some guys with some tremendous upside, but I don't really feel that you have guys that's going to be cornerstones for any franchises. You know, I feel that guys is going to be more plug and play, and their development could turn them possibly into all-stars, but nothing instant. And things got to go bad. I didn't feel that. You got Paolo Banchero, he goes number 1 to Orlando. You got Chet Holmgren, he goes to Oklahoma City. Jaden Ivey was passed. Keegan Murray goes to the Kings. Jabari Smith, not a fan, going to the Rockets. It's a lot. The Knicks, but they traded their pick. They picked a guy from France. I forgot his name while I was just watching that, and it was very interesting, the Knicks. But all in all, I was not too much of a fan of the draft, and this particular crop of players, when it comes to franchise changing, that's what I love. I love franchise chasing players because I want to be there when it happens. Of course, we've all been wrong. People have been wrong about certain players, and players became superstars and all-stars and guys. So, but that's how I felt, and congrats to everyone that got drafted, and to my Lakers, we got Scottie Pippen Jr., Sharif O'Neal, two-way contract and summer league teams, things like that. So gonna look out for that. I'll be watching and closely monitoring those guys. But that's what it is. You see Kemba Walker getting traded to the Pistons. D'Anthony Melton getting traded to the Sixers. Danny Green, he's going to the Memphis Grizzlies. Most likely he's not going to play because he tore his ACL, so I don't think he'll be playing for the most part next season. So we'll see what Memphis do with his contract. Try to shed that to for the most part. Oh, it's a red light. Shed that to, possible stitches coming up. So they just try to probably want as much money as they can possible. I think John Moran is up for extension. So they gotta do some things with that. So that's about it. The big thing was Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving and the Nets cannot reach a deal. So now you got 6 teams that he wants to possibly go to. Lakers, I spoke about that last video. The Clippers, the Sixers, the Heat, and the Mavericks. And it's gonna be tough, right? Teams gotta get with it and try to do some things, and the Knicks. So, they're gonna try to do some things to try to get Kyrie Irving. And they said some teams are not interested, and they always say that. They are. He's a box office player. He's a dynamo. Don't let the media fool you about him and his value. Because you got to understand, they're entertainment. They got to have viewers to make money. It's not like they're writing a paper. They have to make money. And what's to make money? Boom, headline. How you feel? Right? And you want to entertain the masses. The casuals. How do the casuals feel? Those are guys that don't really watch the sports. I used to watch, but I don't watch no more because all this free agent stuff, everybody traded teams, it's just too much for me. So when you say things like that, that appeals to them. Old school football fans. White man's football fans. Those guys. So they like when you say those things and they read about it. They're still not going to watch. You got guys that don't watch the sport, but wants to hear a certain guy's take on it and say, well, I don't got to watch it because this guy's going to talk about it and he's going to give an opinion that I share. And I'm telling you, that's how it works. That's how the media and stuff is working, especially on TV. Boy, and if they want, that's why they love when the white guys doing it. Because he's relatable. Black guy, too much, yeah, I respect him, yeah, because he played in a good era. But they love when the white guy do it. So Kyrie got his teams, and I don't see a deal getting done. I see him possibly re-signing with the Nets. And something probably short term where he can probably get out in another year. But then that's going to put the pressure on Kevin Durant. Because then Durant can opt out as well. I think so. No. He's beside off. Then, I don't know. What I thought, no, he did. Kevin Durant did something. Oh, man. KD. My brother. But he can request a trade. Say I don't want to play anymore. Kevin Durant is not going out there alone. You know why I'm saying alone? Because I don't know the status of Ben Simmons. We don't know what we get. We got to get the Ben Simmons from last year just to be a threat in the East. Is it guaranteed that you're going to get that kind of Ben Simmons? No. You don't know what you're getting. Kyrie won his money, and he definitely deserves it. And the next not coming to a deal. You got a lot of teams out there salivating. And I don't want to hear that people say, oh, well, guess what? We got to piculate to the trade. Yeah, you do. But the other team has to trade too. Why do you think people talk about players forcing their way out to a team they want? That's the thing. People, this is tough on GMs. Yeah, we can't articulate, but guess what? You don't want players to be demonstrative in the locker room. You don't want to cause that kind of internal friction inside the locker room. You don't want that, because then you're going to have players that don't want to come. Sometimes you got to bite the bullet, right? Get rid of that player that don't want to be here. Bring in guys. Try to make it work. Build new culture. That's what they like. I think they make it tough on themselves with outside media putting in their 2 cents. And they listen to all these shows about what they should do at their job. Because for the most part, they'll do the same thing. They're just seeing it from that point of view. Because as stubborn and hard-headed these people is on TV, when it comes to their job, they're not risking it. Why do you think these people don't want to say some things that they really want to say? Yes, they can. Fear losing their job. You know what I'm saying? There's a line when you do certain things, especially when you're working. And you can't cross that line because it's costing your job. So you do the best you can. And I can feel that Sean Marks and the Nets is going to have to do the best they can if they can't make a deal with Kyrie. This is Dave Onetake, Pretty Boy Laker, and I'm out.